Hello. I'm sitting sideways in my hammock. That's what I'm rocking for. I'm getting me a new digging tool coming probably Friday. I think it's going to be here. Actually, it might even be here tomorrow, maybe. Nah, that might be pushing it. But I know Friday, this is the deadline it's supposed to be here. Now, it's kind of like one I had a long time ago. But thing of it is, it got misplaced. Originally, it was made for metal detecting, and because I used to do a lot of metal detecting, and I found a few good things, nothing really major. I got rid of my detectors, but I kept my digging tool because it was one of those ones that, you know, it was really good. And well, I had to go back online and get me another one because the one I had came up missing. So this weekend, come hell, hook, crook, hell, water, you know, you think of it, anything you can think of, I am going into the woods and I am going to basically dig some root. And I got to do it because the longer I delay, longer I wait, the less I have. And I want to get a pretty good amount in for the end of the summer to turn in to a kind of counterbalance of, you know, the fall crop and everything else. Now, between August, September, me and Puckett and Montez, I plan on going to our family farm. Now, our family farm, the only thing they've done on it in the past 50 years is cattle. And of course, people's hunted on there and stuff like that, some. But as far as root digging wise, my great-grandfather, the last time he dug root on it was between 1960 and 1965. So there's a lot of years in between that nobody's, let me get my doghouse out of the way. Now there's a lot of years that nobody has dug any root out there. And I know for a fact there's root out there because during the Depression, they dug all kinds of root other than just ginseng. So, and that's how they made a little extra jingle. And of course, they ran shine out there too. The steel's put up in the barn. I want it so bad, but I can't get to it. I'll fall through the rafters before I even get to it. Because where the steel sits is solid hard wood, and all the wood around it, it's so frail and fragile, I'd fall through. Now, somebody said, why don't you go up there and drop a big old hay bale and knock the hole through, then get you a ladder and climb up and get it that way, which I probably will eventually in time, but I'm just in no big hurry. Because, you know, it'd be my luck. As soon as I get it and I transport it, I bring it home, somebody would see it and they'd rat me out. And, oh, he got some moonshine still, and then I get in trouble for it. Because that's how my luck goes. But we're going out this late summer, and we're gonna do ginseng hunting. Because I know it's out there. I know there's a lot of it out there, and I know there's some big ass roots out there. And there's other things out there as well. So the only bad thing about it is I'm gonna have to get me a haircut here soon. My hippie days are about over with. Now I might cut my hair, but I'll never cut my beard. So this here it's here to stay for a little while longer until I decide that I get tired of it and I cut it off. But I've had it for over 1.5 years now. It ain't going nowhere. I like it. Now I like my long hair in the back because I've had a high and tight or a crew cut for a majority of my life. and it feels nice just to go kind of old wild hippie-ish and just, you know, say hell with it and let it grow. But it's May, and I'm already starting to sweat like a dickens. Oh, I'm trying to move around a little bit. There we go. But yeah, this weekend for sure, I'm going to the woods. There's a small patch behind my mom's house. It's public area, public grounds, public land, and I'm gonna go in there. It's where we went morel hunting, and we got a pretty good amount of morels. And if you don't know what morels is, it's a wild mushroom. But I found a bunch of yellow root. There's a ton of mayapple. Now, right now ain't no good, but there's a bunch of pawpaw trees out there as well. And if you don't know what a pawpaw is, it's kind of like in the shape of a sweet potato. It's green on the outside, and when it's ripe, it's about the color of a banana on the inside, but they got great big old seeds about the size of my thumb like that inside of it. And it tastes kind of like a custard. That's about the texture of it, and it tastes kind of like a banana, kiwi, and well, kind of like a custard almost too, kind of like a custard taste. And the only problem about pawpaws is once you pick them, you pretty much got to eat them right then and there. I mean, not like exactly right then and there, but within an amount of time frame, because they do not transport very well. They bruise very easy. And now I thought what I thought about trying to do is cut some like in a vertical form of like peeling it somewhat like you would a potato, and then see about cutting it, you know, getting as much of the seeds out as possible, and then sticking it in the dehydrator and dehydrating it. Now, whether or not it'll turn out very well, I don't know, but that's I'm going to try a couple of them, see how it turns out, and if it turns out pretty decent, I'll dehydrate more. But if it doesn't, I'll just cut them up and eat them. Now, I did go out and I bought a bunch of Mexican food crates. I'm gonna be using them some this year too. I got one kind of small one. I'm gonna use it for my blackberry picking, because my brother-in-law, like I said, got a huge patch behind his house, and he don't do nothing with them, and I do. So I bought me it's probably like it'll hold like 35 pounds of like produce. It kind of looks like an ammo crate, but it's plastic with slotted holes in it. So I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna pick my heart content with that thing, and that way when I come home I can wash them real good. I can take that and stick it in some water and wash it and strain it at the same time and put my stuff up to freeze. Now, I do got a juicer. It's kind of an odd one. You put water in the bottom pan and you stack another piece on top of it, and it has like a slotted tray, and then you got the lid piece on it. And what it does is you basically it's kind of like you're steaming your fruit, and it makes the juice come out. And there's a storage tray below. Well, actually, you got the water pot, a storage container, and then you got the cooker, the strainer part on top of it, and all the juice goes in the middle pot. And I've used it before, blackberries and blueberries and strawberry. I made like a kind of like the blackberry, strawberry, and blueberry juice with it like that. And I gave it to a bunch of friends of mine. Of course, it was really sweet as is. It's just, you know, it's straight juice. And of course, they mixed it with like vodka and stuff like that, and they loved it. But I'm not much of a drinker. I just did it because it's, you know, it's natural juice, and it's, you know, I guess you could say it's been what's that word? The processing word for it. When you, I don't know, pasteurized. That's it. That's what I was trying to think of. Pasteurized, because that's basically what it is. But you're heating all the fruit up, and I guess you're killing any enzymes in it, whatever. So, or bacteria form. So, I'm going to do that again here soon. I haven't used it in a few years, and it's just been sitting there, and I definitely want to use it because I have a crazy idea in the back of my head. I'm going to try and do some things with it this year. Now, one of the things I thought about doing is making like a blackberry, and it's like my tree over here is loaded with mulberries. I thought about freezing them two, the blackberries and the mulberries mixed together, and then getting a piece of ginseng root, you know, slicing the outer layer off, but it was still main part of the root still there, and adding that to the berries before I do it. So basically it'd be like ginseng infused blackberry and mulberry juice, and give you a little pick me up, and which will be good for you in the process. Now, shoot mosquitoes. Like I said, I'm blind, and I hate to get rid of my hair in my back because I've had it for over a year now. But you know, if it comes down to it, I'll cut it all off and keep my beard, and because my beard is kind of like my focal point. My long hair in the back, it's kind of it's whatever. It's just one of those wild hairs I had, and I went with it. But dang, a mosquito got me good again. Guess I'm gonna have to get me some off candles out here, some of the ones I make all the time, put them out here to keep mosquitoes away. But yeah, I'm definitely I'm in the process, and I got me some flavors I bought from the Amish store that are used for making like candy and stuff like that. But I'm gonna use it next time I make a run of butter. I'm gonna use some of that oil, that infused oil stuff for candy making. But I'm gonna stick it in my butter when I make it, so I make some good old flavored butter. Ho, 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 ho. Sorry about that. I always yawn on the camera. I don't know why. I can sit out in the yard all day long, never yawn, but I put me on one of these things, I yawn every time. I wish I could find a way to cut it out, because that way, you know, y'all wouldn't have to watch me yawn all the time. But I'm gonna get off here, and I just want to share some tidbit of info what's about to come this weekend. So it won't be a, you know, I'll definitely take a video of it and show things around, and I might, you know, I call it a live dig. Basically, it's where I take the camera and just video me digging up some stuff and showing you the root base of it and the color of it, stuff like that. And dang those skeeters. But yeah, I'm definitely going digging this weekend. How much I dig, I don't know, but I am going to go digging. So that'll be on the up and up at least. And I guess after this, I guess I'll just download it and y'all can watch my crazy video. Hear all that quacking in the background? That's there's a big old pond way over, from the picture, way over this direction. It's huge. I'd say that pond's probably 2 or 3 acres. It's that big of a pond. And them ducks and geese go that thing all the time. They've been quacking ever since this morning, non-stop. So, but yeah, that's one of the joys of living out here. There's a 7 o'clock train. Don't know if you can hear that or not. With that vehicle traffic, it might be hard to hear them train horns way off in the distance. He's probably 6 miles from me, give or take. But where he's going through, it's a canyon, so there's big old hillsides on either side. So when he blows that horn, it echoes real good. But I'm gonna get off here, but as long as I keep talking, y'all gonna keep watching. So y'all have a great day.